Yes, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Yo, this is Warzonejones coming right at you. Pro wrestling related topic video, and not exactly talking about pro wrestling, but talking about basically the reason why I kind of got into the game anyway of talking about pro wrestling. The reason for me doing this video is I saw this video with Wrestling Regret, pretty good entertaining channel, and in this video he had all these IWC shooters, like guys who talk about wrestling on the internet, and it's called Internet Darlings. Now, I am the exact opposite of that. I am definitely not an internet darling. Not at all. No, if you look at my views, if you check out my subscribers list, I'm definitely not an internet darling. But these guys definitely are. Like, they get big views. They get like at least 2,000 views or more, like 10,000, 20,000, 30,000. Their subscriber list is pretty big too. It's like 20,000 subscribers, like pretty damn big, which is way far from where I am. Like, I'm just like 500, maybe 550 or 60 subscribers, but at least like in the 500 mark. That really doesn't bother me, believe it or not. Because like I said, I'm not an internet darling. I know that. If I was to do videos just for like to get big huge views, then I would have left a long time ago. Hell, back then, like when I first got started about 7 years ago, like, man, I remember when I first started off, I did one video, and I remember I got my first comment was a race comment. Somebody went to my channel and they called me the N-word. They called me a nigga. And I remember the first guy who subscribed to me his name was Saunders Robin. He plugged my channel a couple of times, and I was glad that he did that. He helped me out, actually. He probably was the guy who helped me out more than anybody in the IWC, definitely at that time. And he was one of the guys who I definitely watched to help, what's the word I'm looking for, help motivated me to, or rather inspired me to do videos. There were a bunch of guys who inspired me to do videos, like Bill and Doe, RVD Tito for Life. I remember I was in college at the time, and I decided to like basically kill some time before like my next class. And I was in a computer room, and I came across this video on the internet called TNA Sucks and WWE is Better. But I didn't like hear it because I didn't have like headphones, so I couldn't hear the audio. I had to wait till I get home. And when I got home, I made sure I watched it immediately because I wanted to see what the hell these guys were talking about. And I thought the video was entertaining, and thus I saw other people too. I saw people like True Slayer, LV5454, I know Instant Classic 8, ROH Styles, to name a few. Can't name everybody, but there were definitely a whole bunch of guys who I watched to inspire me to talk about wrestling. So one of the reasons why I wanted to talk about wrestling is, one, I felt like, hell, shit, I know about wrestling. Let me talk about it just like these guys, and it just looked fun to do. So there was definitely a point in time where I stopped doing videos because wrestling to me just wasn't as good. So I didn't really see any reason to be talking about it. But in a way that kind of hurt me because, well, the fan base that I had, the little fan base, because it still wasn't huge, it never was huge, but the little fan base that I did have, definitely, they were gone. And eventually, like, if you stop doing videos, yeah, I would definitely say that your fan base will go down, and eventually they'll basically forget all about you and just lose interest in you. Even if you do start back up your channel, they may not come back. And that's definitely happened to me. That summer though, like I said, there was really nothing really worth talking about that summer. So in a way, I almost didn't care. But eventually I did get back into it. This is a hobby for me. That's one of the reasons why I also still do videos. It's a hobby. It's a hobby. Just like riding a bike or going to play basketball. It's a hobby for me, and it's something that I definitely like to do. So, although, yeah, definitely I don't get huge views, but I don't do it for the views. I do it because, hey, I like it, and it's a hobby for me, once again. So it doesn't matter that I don't get huge views. So once again, I am definitely not an internet darling. Trust me, I know that. What else I was going to say? A lot of the YouTubers that they had on there, they were saying things like what motivated them to do videos. They were also giving advice on videos. I remember like spinning that one. He gave an advice on how to start up a channel and and what you should do and be different was one of the things that he said, like do something different. And one of the things that I came up with at the time when I was doing something different was I came up with this video called Women Wrestlers I Want to Have Sex With, which was my biggest hit. And it's still not like, it's not a video where I got like 30,000 views or anything like that. You know, I got about maybe 2,000 views on that video. But at the same time, yeah, it was the biggest thing that I've done as far as all my videos. It really was. I remember there was a time where I was getting like 10 subscribers a day. I'm talking about literally like 10 subscribers a day. And that was because I was going to all these different channels. I was constantly like commenting like on other people's channels, like check out my videos, check out my videos, check out my videos. I remember I kept doing it. I remember there was this one guy, his name was like B. Mark Pearson. He comes to my channel and said you need to stop pimping yourself on other people's channels. After he said that, and I thought that was a little funny, so I didn't respond back to him with a smart comment or anything like that, because I thought that was actually kind of funny, because that's definitely what I was doing, but that's because I was really into it. So it didn't matter to me. But again, you know, I'm definitely not an internet darling. I definitely do not get 10 subscribers today. When I look at my subscribers list today and I look at them, and either one they are not like no longer on their YouTube channels, like they're not active on it at all. I'm talking about like at all. Like if you look, you can tell that like they don't do any interaction on the YouTube anymore, period. Or maybe a lot of those subscribers are just like their account is just gone, so that their account is like closed. Either one, whether it be because they closed it or the YouTube had closed it. But you know, that's all I pretty much got to say. You know, I'm definitely not an internet darling, but at the same time, I definitely don't care. That's not going to stop me from doing videos, because like I said, this is a hobby for me. So, if you haven't done so, yeah, go ahead, please subscribe to my channel. Yes, my videos are definitely not perfect, because let's be honest, sometimes if you watch my videos on regular, you can tell that I stutter sometimes. And I don't know why I do it, it's just something that I do. I don't do it when I'm normally talking to people, like sometimes, but I just stutter sometimes. One part of the reason is because, one, I kind of lose my train of thought. Like, I definitely do that. Jesus Christ. I do that a lot. So nowadays, I'm trying to have my videos more organized. If you watch like my first couple of videos, like my first 100, hell, maybe 200, I definitely didn't have my videos organized. I just turned on the camera and I just spoke from the heart, spoke how I felt. But yeah, again, if you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel. You know, I'm out. Peace.